about to get knee-deep in Mardi Gras. It's here, folks. We are down on the Hargrove Controls and Automation balcony, our broadcast balcony, as we get ready to, I guess, inaugurate our Mardi Gras coverage down here on UTV 44 as we celebrate Mardi Gras. Tara Reeves and Darwin Singleton down here with you. Yeah, it's getting old hats. I mean, we were just talking about it a little while ago. We just kind of showed up, and it felt like we were just here last week.
Yeah, one would say maybe we're best friends at this point. Yeah, besties.
Which is excellent because the theme of tonight's Polka Dots Parade is Best Friends.
And we're really excited. They're celebrating a milestone. We'll get to some of our other guests later on in the show. One of our other guests, Cammie's Old Dutch, she's bringing some ice cream and bringing 50 years of experience. What a milestone.
You know, I heard of flavors.
Yeah.
I heard of flavors. King cake, and there was some other one.
A moon pie.
Is it moon pie?
It's
I thought it had something
coconut
moon pie. That was
yeah.
what it was. I knew it was one of the moon pie flavors. So we're going to sample that.
Yes, we're really excited. And once again, you mentioned Hargrove Controls and Automation. We've been doing this several years. This year, much like last year, I love our location. I love the space that they provide for us.
It's
the people
big.
here are so nice to work with.
They are.
They're very accommodating. I borrowed a pen from one of them. And then, of course, our food was great today. They were in there eating with us. So friendly. And then you're actually friends with people at the credit union.
Oh, Navigator Credit Union. They're one of our new sponsors this year. They have locations in Baldwin County and also right here in Mobile County. They were in our Making Spirits Bright campaign that we do every Christmas, and they said we want to get to know the community better. We want them to get to know us, and it was a perfect match. So they're one of our sponsors this year, as well as the Eastern Shore Boot.
And keeping with the friendly theme,
hospital.
I'm actually friends with the Eastern Shore Boot Hospital. They actually repaired some of my boots.
Oh, yeah.
Took some down there, and so they made them like almost brand new. Because I'm someone who will wear the same pair of shoes or the same outfit for multiple times, multiple years.
She wears this around the station all the time.
I know, and people spot me from a mile away, so I can't do anything secretively. But yeah, so we thank you to all of our sponsors, of course, because we wouldn't be able to do this, and we wouldn't be able to take home tons of throws and moon pies and beads if it weren't for them. And you guys watching.
A couple more coming on board we'll let you know about, too. All right, so let's talk about the parade coverage. As you know, we're down here for almost all of the nighttime parades. There's a few we can't get in. We try to get them all in, but the first one is tonight, of course, is the Order of Polka Dots, and then are you going to show up tomorrow night?
I will be here
good.
unless I'm, taken out by some of the throws, because my first year I did not anticipate the amount of
You're
force.
seasoned now.
I am seasoned, so hopefully I'll be here for Order of Inca, which is tomorrow night. We'll be back in the groove, Darwin, and we've had some great weather. It was potentially going to be a rained out day today.
Here we
are.
We're
so thankful for Mother Nature, and that's going to keep us rolling.
And last weekend we had like double the crowds of last year. All right, now Order of Venus is going to happen on the 25th. That is Monday, and followed by the Order of Many Faces. Not funny faces, but some of the faces are funny. I'll warn you about that. That is really a good matchup for a parade. So that is Monday. Tuesday, Order of Lachise, always a crowd pleaser. They are so ready. They know how to party. And then Wednesday, we take a break because if we have rain...
If we do have rain, unfortunately, we have that built in so that we don't miss any of the parades. Everyone's able to take the streets. Then on the 28th, we have the Mystic Stripers.
That's on Thursday.
They definitely do their dumbbells, because they come in powerfully.
Yeah, they got some muscles on them. And then you got the Crew of Columbus, and they know how to throw, and they throw a lot of throws too. So you definitely want to be down here for that. Then the MOTs, the Dragon, Crew of Dragon, I guess you could call them, because they always wow the crowd. You just got to stand back when Bernadine makes her dragon-y breath known down the street. So that's coming up on Saturday. We'll be here for that. Then we take a little break, and then, of course, that's Mardi Gras.
Yes, Mardi Gras. March 4th, the Infant Mystics and Order of Doves.
And then we'll also be switching over to NBC 15, our sister station. They'll have all of our coverage from like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Fat Tuesday, and then we return for the nighttime parades right here. MAMGA will be our parade that will show after all the NBC 15 coverage. So there you have it. That is our lineup, and we want you to stay with us throughout the whole carnival season because well, we're your carnival station. We're your carnival station. Oh, let's talk about the parade tonight.
Yeah, we already mentioned that, of course, best friends.
That's the theme.
So do you have any best friends that you're willing to reveal? Or are you going to hurt some people's feelings? I've already said you're my best friend, Darwin.
Well,
so you
that
can't
goes
steal
without
my
saying,
answer.
especially on this balcony.
Yes.
But you know what? Everybody has a best friend. It's the person that everybody has friends. I've always heard this. You have friends, but you only have one or two best friends. And so that's why you have to be careful about what you say, because somebody might think they're your best friends,
And
but
they're not.
somebody goes a little deeper, so a little more to your heart.
Yeah. How many best friend floats are we going to have tonight, Darwin?
We're going to have 15 of them. And in between each one, there's a band, so that's 14 bands.
I'll tell you what, I love how the community really comes together, of course, being the birthplace of Mardi Gras and then them keeping a lot of the Mobile bands. I love being able to see high schools participate, because when I was younger, I was able to march in a Mardi Gras parade, and I still have pictures and memories, so it's really fun for the entire community.
It's part of growing up in Mobile, I think, because so many of the bands are in it, and so they all have the experience on the parade route. You know what? I want to talk about a couple things. First of all, I got to thank Teresa Tarleton.
She's one of your friends.
She is a best friend. Every year she stops by the station and she drops off, and I didn't get to see her this year in person. I was out on an assignment, but she drops off about anywhere between 5 and 6, anywhere between 5 and 7 hats for me that she makes, like this one, and she's now electrified them, so I'm like my own individual float.
People aren't tuning in to see us. They're tuning in to see the hats.
The glamour.
Which hat she's going to
well, you know what she does? Well, I'll show you some more as we go through our coverage. I'll be wearing them. So, Teresa, you're my heart. You're my heart. Also, I want to do a shout out. You know, we streamed this throughout on the internet, so anybody can watch it. I've already got a text from one of our viewers. I'm going to try to find it again right here. He on Facebook, he let us know. Wayne Jason says, I can't make it back to Mobile for Mardi Gras, but I've watched every parade you posted from ice cold Canada, Les Bon Temps Roulés. So, displaced Mobile. And we get those as we start going through this coverage, and you folks at home here in Mobile too. I know we've had so many people call and say, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it?
Yeah, they love watching them, not only because they can sit in the comfort of their own homes. They don't get pelted by all of the throws. But then, of course, you know, there's a $300 fine if you jump one of the barricades.
Yeah, you
I
don't
know
have
they
to worry
were
about
towing a lot of people, citations. So
you can jump your TV all night, and it doesn't, no problem, right? You can just jump all over it. And once again, I've heard of fathers and moms get behind the TV and throwing their kids' beads. Yeah, it's like a three-dimensional thing. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. So, and a lot of people just can't make it down to the parade because either they're ill or they're sick or they just don't have a way. We really do think about you guys because we know Mardi Gras is something you love, and if you can't be here, well, you are here. You're with us, so you're part of the crowd tonight.
And Darwin, I have to brag on you for a little bit because Darwin is literally the king of Mardi Gras. You go out and do packages. You take so much time to create these informative things that are still fun to watch at the same time.
Mobile
and you
is
do
so
such a great job of hosting the parades.
How can you not get excited about this? It just happens right in front of you, and all you have to do is just almost, other than dodge moon pies and bees, let it just roll. And we're going to do that very, very soon right here on the balcony. And once again, Hargrove Controls and Automation, thank you for letting us be here.
They work hard.
This location.
You work hard.
And we're going to be talking about them in just a little while and what they do, what work they do down here. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk to the mayor.
Yeah. Speaking of best friends,
Mayor's going to be down here. Talk about this fella. This has been kind of an interesting story. This is Rooster, and Rooster was supposed to be in parades last week. There was a misunderstanding with the mayor. Well, you know what? We're going to save that little storyline for you, but we're going to be talking about Rooster in just a little while. And he is returning to the parade route, so that'll be fun.
Speaking of the parades, of course, even though we'll have hundreds of thousands of people catching hundreds of pounds of beads, there's still a lot that they aren't able to grab, and so the eco team is needing volunteers to help come and volunteer. And guess what? Not only is it fun, you get a little exercise for those of you who have New Year's resolutions. It's still February, so you can maybe work off some extra poundage and keep the moon pies. You can eat them. Treat yourself.
It's kind of starting Lent before Lent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about coming up in just a few minutes. We are going to rush to the other end of the balcony. You are.
I am, yeah.
To the entertainment end.
Yeah. Johnny Hayes, he's going to be performing for us, talking about some of his experience on NBC's show The Voice. Ever heard of it? He was on there.
I kind of have heard of it.
And
I think it's probably going to be a...
Kimmy's Old Dutch, of course, ice cream, 50 years. Maybe sampling some flavors.
She's growing, too.
Yeah.
She's started putting it in stores around. Well, we're going to let her talk about that in a few minutes. In the meantime, We are going to toss it to the commercial break with our fine sponsors, and then we're going to return for some really good entertainment because the Polka Dots running for the 70th year. Well, they're rolling. I don't think they're going to run.
I'm running. They're rolling, darling.
All right, we're going to rock and roll here in Mardi Gras 2019 in downtown Mobile on UTV 44. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to UTV 44, our coverage of the 2019 Mardi Gras season, kicking off with the Order of Polka Dots. But before we get to the parade, we have a local celebrity. You may have seen him from NBC's The Voice, Johnny Hayes, and you have some new things going on in your life, brand new daughter, and frequently we use our lives to write songs. Has she inspired you in any way?
She has inspired me to be a better songwriter. We were talking about it earlier, but it would take the perfect song to give to her, and I don't know if I have that in me yet. So I'm working on that for sure.
I'm encouraging all of our viewers to go and follow her on Instagram because she's a precious little baby. And speaking of new, have some new things going on in your life with songwriting. Talk about a new EP that you're coming out with.
Yep, working on a new EP. I've been writing a lot. I've been working with Skate Mountain Records. So really excited for some things to be happening in the future. So. And
we're excited to hear what you're about to play. What's the first song you're going to play for us, Johnny?
Do Rock and Roll and Sin. It's actually on the album I did with Johnny Hayes and the Love Seats, so I'll re-record it at some point.
Yeah. Right. Take it away.
Ask St. Pete to let me in to heaven just to see my friends, but it didn't see my name on that list. So we sent me to the second floor and I waited around Purgatory.
called the Matador.
If I see that cape today, I'm coming for you fast. And if you ain't in better shape, then you ain't gonna last. I mean you home. I mean you home. 'Cause I killed myself a minute man in Barcelona, Spain. They held me down, chased me around, and left it on my pain. Brother, you've been warned. You've been warned, oh Lord. And I promise when I get back up, you'll never laugh again. You made your bed, I'm seeing red and coming for your skin. Oh, I heard you call me Toro as I run the streets in scorn. I will have no sympathy.
All right, we are back at the broadcast desk over here on the other end of your balcony. This is Ralph Hargrove. Ralph, first of all, let's talk about this particular building right here. This is your controls and automations headquarters right here.
Includes our panel fabrication facility as well. We're very proud of it. What this group does, what this unit on the team does is highly sophisticated. We're proud of them. They lead us into facilities we may not be operating.
Now, let's talk about what Hargrove does, because a lot of people in Mobile know that you're a part of Mobile. You've been here for quite a few years now, not just in Mobile, but many other cities. We'll get to that. But you really kind of help other companies be successful.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, we have to make each other successful as a team, right? So
Sure.
then we do honestly practice the one team concept. So first and foremost is the support of each other and our families. But how we do that is supporting our clients. Our clients are very important to us. We consider them part of the team. Mm-hmm. Without their success, we have no success.
What do you do for your clients? What is it exactly, in layman's terms, that Hargrove does for its clients?
Hargrove is a heavy industrial retrofit and revamp firm. We can do what is called a greenfield, which you go in, there's a greenfield, and you just build a new facility. You don't see a lot of those. But it is a unique set of skills to where you can go into an operating facility and implement and start up a facility within an operating facility. That's what we do, heavy industrial.
It's got to be hard to do that when that company is already working and the work's in progress, and you have to fit yourself and your team in there to make that company evolve the way they want to, I imagine.
Oh, sure. You have to, communication is bottom line.
Yeah.
And our clients are sophisticated. We do everything from refining, pulp and paper, petrochemicals, infrastructure, life sciences, and the first and foremost thing you want to do and need to do is get alignment with the clients on exactly what the scope of work is and what they're asking us to do, and communicate on a regular basis.
No changes in the middle of things. You need to know why you're doing.
There's going to be changes.
Well, yeah, there always is, but fewer if you're on board and think of the same thing.
Correct, and then managing the change, and everything comes down to communication, not only with the client, but internally on the team, inside the team.
And let's talk about that, because everybody thinks you're a Mobile company, and you are, but you're in so many different parts of the country. You're in Atlanta. Where's some of the cities? Name drop for me some of the cities that you have grown into.
Well, we are Mobile based. It's where we founded the company in 1995. Mobile represents 600 teammates in Mobile. Hargrove is the largest privately held firm in the state of Alabama. We have 13 full-service offices. We do international work. We service clients throughout North America. And as modest as this team is competitive they keep it a well-kept secret. They just really do their job and do their work every day.
Well, you keep growing and growing, and that means you're successful, because stagnant companies don't grow. They just stop. But I want to thank you for what you've done for Mobile, because you've taken...
It's not me.
You've also, as a company, taken some of really the property and real estate downtown, and you've made it your own, and you've shared that beauty with the city. I'm a big deal in historic preservation. You guys have done so much, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, appreciate that. I just want to make something clear. It is my last name, but I don't own it anymore. It's a very good team that owns this. It shares the same vision about being a community participant in every city that we exist, and that includes revitalization.
You still like having your name on it, though.
Yeah. I mean,
it makes you feel good.
Well, it feels like I've contributed. I'll put it that way.
Well, Ralph, thank you so much for allowing us to be here again. We look forward to seeing you throughout Mardi Gras season back with us.
All right, sir.
Mardi Gras. Same to you. All right, let's go to Tara right now. She's over on the entertainment section. She's getting ready to join us. There goes Ralph, and the mayor's coming in just a few minutes, so don't go away.
Yeah, I know you're jealous of me, Darwin. We have some incredible ice cream that we're going to be tasting when we get back. Don't go anywhere.
Well, you know, let me get my microphone back here. There we go. We can't have Mardi Gras Mobile without enjoying the mayor, because he's a big part of selling Mardi Gras around the country. Mayor Standy Stimpson, first of all, thank you for being with us. Always a pleasure. Now, I want to ask you about what it's like to be an ambassador for the city and using Mardi Gras as that selling tool, because a lot know.
Still don't know.
I
don't know.
Do you
it's
find
one
that?
of the easiest things that you can do as mayor is you start talking about having fun, and you bring up Mardi Gras, and you bring up traditions, and you say it started in Mobile, Alabama. And then you always get that really.
Really?
Yeah. We say, yes, really. So,
good
talking point.
I was at Airbus the other day. I had borrowed a beverage cart for a Mardi Gras ball. It was a prop. And I walked in and they said, would you happen to have anything in your car, some moon pies or beads, which I always do, because there's some folks visiting from Germany, and they have to leave before the first parade, and they're just infatuated with this. And I just thought, what a cool thing to have them so interested in our little celebration. And Germany knows how to celebrate, right?
Yes.
So it really does get our name out in the world.
It happens regularly. I just left another function. There were two people from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and they know how to have carnival.
Yes, they do.
They spoke no English, so they were translating the Portuguese and English, but they knew that Mardi Gras started in Mobile.
They did.
And the United States. No, after we got through.
Okay. Well,
translation.
Well, I mean, that's just, you're just basically testifying, right? Getting the gospel out there. Or you think they'll have a chance to actually experience some of it while they're here?
Well, they will for sure.
All right,
yeah.
we only got a couple of minutes here. I got to talk about this fellow right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can get it in the shot here. This fellow is called Rooster, right? Rooster is a Mardi Gras loving dog. He almost didn't get to parade in Mardi Gras, but Mayor, you offered this proclamation here that allows him to do so.
Absolutely. So, Darwin, you are closer and know more about Rooster than I do, but I know a whole lot about Rooster because
you do.
Somehow there was a little slip up, and it was told that maybe Rooster couldn't parade. So we realized the significance over the number of years that he has been a part of Mardi Gras, and like most situations, there are exceptions.
There are always exceptions.
And so we have got a proclamation, and Rooster will be in the parade.
Well, I appreciate that, because let me tell you, he is a parade favorite, and I had a very nervous woman calling me a lot, so she's very happy.
Oh, yeah. It was exciting for us because she came into my office, and we signed the proclamation and hugged and so forth, so Rooster's going to be very excited. And so, but more importantly, Rooster's going to lead a second line tomorrow starting at noon.
From City Hall
to Mardi Gras Park, and we have a special announcement.
Oh, okay.
A big announcement.
Great. It's exciting.
Noon tomorrow we'll be leaving. Rooster will be leading the second line to Mardi Gras Park, and we hope that anybody that's interested in a little media conversation.
We'll be there.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Good seeing you, Darwin.
All right, we're going to let you get down to the parade, and we're going to toss to Tara.
Darwin, I think one of the best parts about growing up in Mobile is not only is it the birthplace of Mardi Gras, but it's time for ice cream all the time. It's 70 degrees. I'm now with Cammie from Cammie's Old Dutch, and each year she brings us some Mardi Gras themed ice cream. What did you bring us this year?
I bought the king cake, of course, and then this one is the coconut moon pie. We've also got chocolate moon pie and salted caramel moon pie at the ice cream shop. But tonight I thought we'd go with coconut.
And I love coconut, pina colada, pineapple, so I'm really excited about tasting this. And you guys are celebrating a milestone.
50 years.
50 years. Kimmy, what would you say has been the key to success?
Well, you got to love what you do. You got to work really, really hard, and you've got to have great customers, and I've got all three.
Awesome. So incredible. And then speaking of great customers, we have people that not only swing by on their way home from work or school, but they want it and they want you to come to them. Talk about your catering, Kim.
I do the catering where we can come out and set up and do hot fudge sundaes, strawberry sundaes, very inexpensive. We do weddings. Instead of doing a groom's cake, you can do ice cream. I usually have the only line at the place other than the bar. So we do all those kind of things. And then you can get my ice cream at Piggly Wiggly and Greer's grocery stores, and then other ice cream shops carry my ice cream also.
And it's no surprise that there's always a line because we love your ice cream. So we're encouraging our viewers and the people who are down below us, catch some moon pies, bring them to Cammy's. You can mix them in with your own ice cream. I'm going to send it back to Darwin. We're about to take a break, but I'm about to eat this ice cream. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
We are back downtown Mobile from the Hargrove Controls and Automation balcony, our broadcast balcony. You are looking at Big Bertha as the 70th run of the Order of Polka Dots gets ready to take to Government Street and beyond. I'm Darwin Singleton with NBC 15.
And I'm Tara Reeves with NBC 15's Gulf Coast Today.
I love your show, by the way.
Thank you. You know what? We're having a special guest tomorrow, co-host. We have celebrity guests co-host every single Friday. We've had big names from big shows, and we're having the biggest name in Mardi Gras in Mobile co-host tomorrow. His name's Darwin Singleton.
I'm glad you said that. I already forgot. You better not let me leave the building tomorrow because I'm liable to just walk out and forget. Oh, man. Super. Oh, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yes. I'm not as good as Jake Dunn. He's got the best socks in town, but I'll try to wear some finery, maybe a hat or two. How's
Absolutely.
That?
I was going to say, you have the best hats in town.
Well, thank you, Teresa Tarleton. She makes them for me every year out of the goodness of her heart.
Speaking of socks, also we have to thank our other sponsors, the Eastern Shore Boot Store, and then of course Navigator Federal Credit Union, and we talked about them being in Mobile and then of course in Baldwin County, actually right across the street from where I live. So we have friends all over the place.
We do, and our sponsors are so important. As the Sheriff's Posse rides by, there's your theme, Best Friends. That's the theme tonight as the Order of Polka Dots celebrates 70 years. You know, it's hard to believe they're the oldest parading female group in Mobile. 70 years is a long time. And they put up a great parade, Best Friends, a theme, and lots of bands tonight, one between each float, which means we have 15 floats and 14 bands, including Theodore High School. Hopefully we'll get to hear from them as they get in front of the broadcast balcony. Now that's some nice baton throwing right there. They're lit. You don't have to worry about flames.
Yeah, it's one thing to be able to throw the baton, but to be able to juggle and twirl at the same time, that's something that I could never do, Robert.
Well, you can still practice and maybe you'll make it. Here we go, Theodore High School. Let's see if they'll play for us. Maybe not. Oh, they look so good, too. Maybe they'll hit us with a song here in just a moment. Oh, here we go. A very nice selection with the Saints Go Marching In.
Yeah, and keeping with the Best Friends theme, we actually have a friend at the office who is a graduate from Theodore High School, Jason Welch.
Oh, yeah,
he does all of our
that's
promos
right.
for the station. Yeah.
All right, here comes the emblem float in just a second. Oh, wait till we get to that point. I get excited and want to jump the gun. Let's let Theodore get out of the picture before we welcome. Here we go, the Winged Pegasus. That is the emblem float. If you're new to Mardi Gras, the emblem float is a float that represents the crew. And you always have that rainbow leading off the back, and the Pegasus, the three-winged horses, were the three-winged horses on the front. Very beautiful float, too, by the way.
Yeah, and we were actually talking about Pegasuses before this broadcast.
Pegasus?
Yes, the
Pegasus? Pegasus?
In some way, they were somewhat related to the Mobile leprechaun. Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
guess you
both
could say.
mythical creatures.
Yeah.
Key
So
and
we're
Peele was kind of, having some fun with us.
as
here
we're
at
getting close
Pride.
to St. Patty's Day. All right, by the way, we got another band coming up here. This is Bryant High School. Who's also playing with the Saints Go Marching In.
I think they're trying to pay their respects to the Saints who were kind of robbed out of the Super Bowl.
Tell it like it is.
Poor Drew Brees. I thought he was going to go and win another Super Bowl. All the stats and all the stars were aligned for him to win. Yes.
But just one
Yeah.
problem. I don't remember his name, but there he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
There was no pass interference call. So
let's
hopefully there will be no pass interference during the Mardi Gras parade here. I'll try and I'll shove you out of the way if I see a good moon pie. If there's a coconut moon pie, I'm shoving you out of the way.
Oh,
darling.
see, if you were my best friend, you would catch it and give it to me.
That's true. We're not best friends during the parade, just before and after.
Oh, good to know that. Okay, I'll watch my back. All right, here's our first float with the theme tonight, Best Friends. And who are these best friends?
This is Pebbles and Bam Bam, of course, from the Flintstones.
That's right. You remember when they did they actually grew up together on TV?
Yes.
The family pet Dino adorns the front of the float. Bam Bam gives Pebble a friendly peck on the cheek in front of the Flintstones' prehistoric cave. The skirt is decorated with the family's bird turntable. Remember that? The record player?
I forgot
For those
about
of
that.
you that they might not know what a record player is.
Yeah,
we
barely.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need to watch the old cartoon to get it, or talk to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa.
Did you see the live-action Flintstone movie with Halle Berry?
I did. Did you like
it? It was really good. Yeah, they even had the bird in that as well.
Remember Pebbles and Bam Bam had their own show too, didn't they? Their own cartoon.
Yes.
They did. All right, I remember some of that. All right, okay. We're going to have some more best friends coming up in just a moment, but once again, it's time for a little more music. This is the BC Rain High School Marching Band. South part of the city. DIP. BC Rain Marching Band.
Yeah.
I flexed and the sleeves fell off.
I love it. Yeah, I was looking at the guy to the right of him. He's actually a sight as well. Speaking of rain, we had like an 80% chance of rain, but Mother Nature said, never mind, we can't rain on the parade of the Order of Polka Dots.
You know, you're right.
We're going to let them roll on through, and we're so thankful. Perfect weather.
It's amazing.
To kick off our coverage.
And last weekend, the crowds were double what they were the year before. Okay, more best friends. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, of course we have Charlie Brown, Lucy, and Snoopy. It's a triangle of friends, not just two best friends. As usual, poor Charlie's kite is caught in the notorious tree while Lucy attempts to sell psychiatric advice from her homemade stand. Snoopy ignores the pairs. He sleeps atop his red and white doghouse, which is, of course, iconic. The sides are filled with sporting goods, and Woodstock can be seen going about his daily activities. Speaking of birds, we've had birds in the last two.
Oh, can I just mention these guys here?
Yeah.
The Excelsior brand.
They're a big deal.
They are a big band. They've been around a long time. They just lost a member this year. They've been around since the, I think it's like the 1500s. I say 1800s, actually, but they are a Mardi Gras tradition here in Mobile. More bestest friends coming into the picture right now.
Yeah.
This is, whoa! Okay, now we're getting to the ones that are serious about throwing here.
Yes, Winnie Pooh
Winnie the Pooh.
and Piglet.
Winnie Pooh?
Winnie
the Pooh and Piglet, yeah. That is, let's tell you a little bit more about Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Piglet and Pooh Bear, the entire 100-acre wood gang present for the Winnie the Pooh surprise birthday party. Banners, balloons, cupcakes, and presents surround the float apron. Blue, orange, and green stand out in this most innocent setting.
Yeah, and we're watching right there, of course, Marshall's Tom Stever and Buddy Milliken.
All right, you know, what I have to do is you have to watch out because when some of these ladies throw, you have to stop reading.
Yes, it's
because,
dangerous.
Yeah, I'm wearing glasses this year, so maybe that'll help.
You know, my favorite character on Winnie the Pooh is Tigger. He's so optimistic.
Always. Oh, by the way, another band here.
Davidson High School, right down the road.
Right down the road from NBC 15.
Every time I go on my lunch break to get some Taco Bell, I sometimes see him practicing out there.
Oh my gosh, so you and Taco Bell. All right, hopefully Davidson will play a little something for us here as they show us their percussion section. They certainly look good.
Yeah.
And the percussion section sounded good. And I bet they sound good, too, as a band. Maybe we'll hear... Well, there they go.
There she goes.
Oh, well.
Speaking of the Saints.
Hey, you know what, though?
Davidson decked out. And you donning the gold and black, darling.
That's true. I'm a little Davidson High dressed in their colors tonight. We'll probably hear them later this season because they'll be back. Okay, more Best as Friends.
I love this.
This is great. I love Lucy.
Lucy and Ethel, of course, rolling in with the infamous couple. They burn the telephone lines like my mom and I with the latest gossip while Fred eavesdrops. Ricky's seen playing his bongo, oblivious to what's going on, and reminiscent of your favorite episodes. You can't help but to recount the grape stomping and the
stomping of the grapes.
Yeah, the
that's
stomping of the grapes.
Yeah. And then there's that conveyor belt when they're working in the candy factory. I think that's a costume. Oh, we got another band just popped up here. And they're playing. Or are they playing? Oh, when the Saints. Yeah, they are.
Go marching in.
This is Mobile's Olympia Brass Band. Let's listen. The sad clown with the umbrella leading them.
I think he goes through so many parades throughout these 2 weeks that on Fat Tuesday they give him some sort of float that he gets to ride on.
It's so sad, but you know, a smile is, what is it? It's turned upside down. It's a frown. So
turn
he's
that
probably
frown
smiling.
upside down. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So you got some more friends here. Best friends, Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck, strolling down Main Street on the next float. The setting is an amazing Magic Kingdom scene. The two carry shopping bags in their hands as they go about their day. Minnie is featured in pink and white polka dots, while Daisy is adorned in purple with white feathers, and Cinderella's castle complements the front of the float.
Yeah.
That is a gorgeous float tonight.
I wonder if Mickey and Donald are as best of friends as Minnie and Daisy.
No, they're pretty tight.
Yeah. We have another band, of course, keeping with the theme, and this is Baldwin County High School.
Boy, they look sharp, don't they?
They do.
I love those colors.
The tiger stripes.
Here we go.
Of Baldwin County High School, we're hopeful that maybe a Baldwin County alum, Wallace Gilberry, will be hosting Mardi Gras with us sometime during the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
He's come
really?
back. He lives in the area. He's very involved, loves to give back. So we would love to have him co-host on here.
Is
He's
this
now
a
with
hint?
the Detroit Tigers.
Is this
He's
a
in
hint?
NFL.
Are you just putting out the invitation, or you know he's coming?
Well,
Are you
we
watching?
put out some feelers, and hopefully maybe he will be watching.
All right, I hope so. All right, our next best friend.
Golden Girls.
Yeah, the Golden Girls.
Yes.
You can't go wrong with these Golden Girls. Sophia rides on the front of the unit, having just escaped from Shady Pines. There in the middle are the three roommates, Blanche, Rose, and Dorothy. Decorations include their favorite dessert, cheesecake. And you can also see Blanche's extensive Black Book of Conquest. These queens of 80 sitcoms always give us hilarious entertainment. Blue, green, and purple is used in the Florida setting. You know, we're trying to take pictures of all, you know, we're trying to. It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
And then I fight with my phone all the time.
And if you love the Golden Girls, they're actually going to be doing a Golden Girls cruise this summer, launching
Really?
out of Miami, and you can get everything Golden Girls. It's entirely Golden Girls themed. No word on if any of the official Golden Girls will be there. Maybe some cameos, maybe some lookalikes, maybe some of their best friends.
Is anybody still with us, though?
Yes, Betty
Who?
White.
Yes, absolutely.
The
Bless her
OG
heart.
Golden Girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, what a beautiful lady she is, too.
I'm sure she would be mobbed if she were to make an appearance.
You
You'd have
know
to have
she
high
would.
security.
The good thing is, all she have to do is sit back and enjoy. Everyone
Yeah.
would wait on her, right?
That's true.
Like, just like they do us every
I
day.
know, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Get ready. The Marching Cougars are about to come into view here. The Marching Cougars, they're showing out. Oh, wow. Look, they are doing some stepping. You'll see that in just a moment. So let's sit back and listen. This might be one of those bands you want to watch as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have a thing on them, but I believe this is the Department of Rec City Marching Band, I believe. I missed their banner. I think so, because we see them every year, and I go through this battle with myself, and then midway through the season, I go, oh, yeah, that is right. So
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, I'll tell you.
And you mentioned how they have all the choreography. So they have men on the sides that have sticks to get stuff out of the way because they're not your average band. They're getting down.
Yeah, and you know, if my memory serves me correct, which is rare, they audition. You see a lot of young folks in the percussion section there. But this is a great opportunity for them to spend time doing something positive and enjoying the music they love and the dancing that they love. Let's watch. And that we love, too.
I love this one. This is like the optimistic float. We have Skipper and Gilligan because they remind you that even on a deserted island, you can still have best friends. Their 3-hour tour aboard the SS Minnow lasted, of course, 3 years before their eventual rescue. Even being struck by a bamboo fishing pole isn't enough to break up their friendship. The island home decorates the upper deck while transistor radio and life preserver are displayed on the bottom. The rescue colors of red and white are featured along with a tropical shade of green.
Wow, that is a gorgeous float. That really is.
3-hour tour.
They've outdone themselves. Speaking of outdoing yourselves, I was at Mary Montgomery the other day when they did a tribute to Officer Tudor, who passed away. And let me just tell you, that school has it together. That was an amazing experience. And now they're marching by us in their beautiful powder blue uniforms and black. They look great today. Big hello to Sims. Maybe we'll hear from him. Oh, the horns are going up. We're going to get a little sample before they march away. Mary Montgomery High. I keep turning myself down over here. All right.
You know, you spoke to their character. Also athletically, when I played them in softball, they had a great women's softball team at MGM.
Well, hey.
Here we have...
Maybe there'll be future riders on these floats that can throw a few beads for us.
I'm sure.
Yeah. On the next float, Laverne and Shirley remind us what it's like to be best friends, co-workers, and roommates. Now, this float is decorated by their favorite pastime. Of course, it was bowling. The two can be seen daydreaming on the upper deck. And the unattended assembly line of beer rolls by in the background. Blue, magenta, and yellow decorate this scene. And Schatz beer what was they said? Awesome Pfeffer Incorporated? Schlemiel? Yeah, it's something they said every day in the opening of the show. I can't remember exactly right now, but I can remember our sponsors.
Yeah.
Navigator Credit Union. I want to thank you guys because you're into our community. You've been asking for ways that you can get more involved in our community, and you've done that by helping sponsor tonight.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Eastern Shore Boot Store, who was a friend of mine in repairing my boots. Very thankful for that. And then also thankful for, of course, Hargrove Controls and Automation for allowing us to have the premium spots of the entire parade.
We are Mobile's Mardi Gras station, UTV 44 and NBC 15. Oh, Viger High School Band, they always put on a great show, and they're getting ready to, they're fixing to do it now.
They absolutely are. And I want to give a quick shout out to their football team who did a phenomenal job this year. Barely lost
the
state
heartbreaking
championship, but set a lot of records. Derek Scott doing a great job with the Viger Wolves.
Well, take a look. They demand excellence, and you're going to get it right now. Are so animated.
Yes,
and they
are.
do a great job. You know, and you know what? I'm telling you, I remember the high school days. Sometimes when you're in those clutch moments and you need that extra thing to give you that shiver down your spine while you're playing, and the band kicks in and the crowd gets invigorated, and suddenly you put some more points on the board because everybody's psyched up.
No, I'll tell you what will also psych you up. If you go to a home game for the Viger Wolves, their announcer, the way he says Viger Wolves, it's with such excitement. I can't even replicate it, but it's something like, first down, Viger Wolves.
Just really, you had to be there?
Yes, you had to be there. Just like you have to be at this Mardi Gras parade. We so appreciate all of our viewers, but if you do have a chance to come out and at least make it to one of the parades, you have to come and stand right underneath
our balcony,
the Hargrove Controls and Automation balcony.
Across from Government Plaza, because they start throwing. Not everything makes it up here.
A lot. Yeah, I'm seeing people showered. I know last year we had people that had the reverse umbrellas, and so things that would fall, they would just kind of stick that up like Mary Poppins style and just snag them a few extra goodies.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to steal it.
You know what they say? Location, location, location.
They say that in real estate.
Yeah, this is a good real estate right here. Viger has just passed by, and now it's time for our next float, the Blues Brothers. Tell us about it.
Our Lady of Perpetual Acceleration. Don't fail me now. The Blues Brothers screech into view on our next float. As you see, you can see Jake and Elwood tearing up the road, and their police cruiser is Sister Mary Stigmata stands on the front of the float. Darling, my age is showing here.
No, that's all right. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This skirt is decorated by the tools of the trade, harmonicas and sunglasses. Of course, the color palette of choice is blue, but then a little bit of pink and purple.
And they're followed by Baker High School Marching Band. Listen, they are sounding great tonight. Baker High School Marching Band. Oh, are you saying it's my turn? All right.
I'm saying that
yeah, okay.
It's going to be a difficult one to pronounce.
All right, okay. You must watch me regularly as I try to struggle to pronounce words. There's a float coming up, and it's my turn to read, and there's some words in it that I'm going to slaughter. All right. So, but I'm familiar with the movie.
Yes. Did you see it? I saw it.
I did not
see it.
It was
a really cute movie.
Should I pronounce this? The next unit features Moana, Princess of the Island of Motunui.
Got it.
On
Nailed
the front.
it.
Yeah, you don't even know. Moana is holding a paddle in one hand and her pet chicken, Hai in the other. My apologies to Hai if I messed it up. According to Polynesian legend, Moana, a beautiful Polynesian, has asked Maui, a demigod, to save her people. And Maui is seen riding while holding close his magic fish hook. I wish I'd had one of those growing up. On the rear of the upper deck, Tika, the evil volcano, rises to attack lush green, aquamarine, and fiery orange, the primary colors used.
I'm your best friend, Darwin, so I was looking out for you. So that's why I read the Blues Brothers so that you could read about Moana.
Yes,
I love her sauce, by the way.
Of course. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can give that up. Baker High School Marching Band number 2, they split up tonight to help have a band between each segment of parade, of the float. So this really worked out well.
Yes, a band so nice, they're playing it twice.
Baker High School Marching Band, Part 2.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, the people that are standing across from us, this young lady actually has my kind of mindset. She's throwing her jacket out to scrape in those glow sticks and the necklaces. She's got some sort of a little rake contraption that she's made up for herself.
She's
so
a pro.
she goes home with as much as possible, like
She
we all
knows what
want to.
she's doing.
And our next float, maybe she can go home with more from Batman and Robin. Saving the day will be 2 very close friends, of course, Batman and Robin. Batman, wearing his well-known black costume, rushes to the rescue while Robin swings above the skyline. Gotham City is in the background. Joker, Penguin, and the Riddler are featured in wanted posters around the apron of the unit, and the colors used: blues, purples, yellows, and black, and of course the iconic
searchlights.
Batman. Yeah.
The searchlight up there.
Yeah.
When they needed him.
Gotham City. You know, The Black Knight, that's probably one of my favorite movies. I loved Heath
Really?
Ledger. He was an incredible Joker. My goodness. Poor Heath.
All right. We're seeing this this parade of best friends continuing with the Order of Polka Dot. 70 years they've been bringing us these marvelous processions, and this year they haven't disappointed with best friends being the theme. Let's see who our next band is. Oh, from right here in the heart of Mobile, Williamson High School Marching Band. Sure if they just finished a song or they don't realize they're in front of the broadcast booth, but you know what? The good thing is for us is these bands perform several nights. I mean, these guys work hard during Mardi Gras, so we'll see them again, and that's okay. If you didn't get to hear them tonight, folks, in front of our broadcast balcony, you will later this Mardi Gras season, because they will be back, we promise you. Next float to follow, Charlie's Angels, best friends, and fighting crime masters wearing teal and blue dresses trimmed with sequins and gold shorts. A beautiful blonde angel on the front of the float. Well, you know who she was.
Yes.
While 3 angels pose on the back, waiting for their next assignment. A .38 revolver seen on the lower apron with flashes of blue, yellow, and orange throughout the unit. Farrah Fawcett. She was like the #1 selling poster in the 70s. I mean, you just had to have Farrah's poster.
I actually just watched a documentary on her life and her struggle with cancer.
She was an amazing woman.
She was, and stunningly beautiful. And we've got another band, Chickasaw High School Marching Band.
Oh, great. Thanks for coming down from 43 to share some fun on Government Street with us. We love that. Let's listen. Love the Indian chief head, drum head.
I know.
Now, Chickasaw started their own school system, didn't they, not long ago? It's a small school system, but they're really coming on strong, and we love to have them down here.
Yes.
And their parents at home watching, I'm sure they're very proud, and fellow students. So, Chickasaw, thanks for sharing with us during the parade this year.
Yeah, speaking of new school systems, of course, Saraland created their own city school. They're doing really well. And, of course, being sideline reporter for UTV 44, have to talk about football. Jeff Kelly doing a phenomenal job with those guys. They made it so far in the 6A state championship playoffs. I'm really excited that we're living along the Gulf Coast and we boast such incredible talent at the high school level. And then at the college level, and then we have people much like Wallace Gilberry, and then of course Julio Jones, now in the NFL, doing a phenomenal job for our area.
As a co-host.
I am.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wallace is going to be my new best friend,
I'm good
Darwin.
with that.
All right, we have Thelma and Louise.
Oh, yes.
They're the two best friends seeking adventure who wind up in more trouble than they bargained for. The next float features these two running from the law. Ooh, their classic Ford Thunderbird and their beer-drinking, gun-toting, cowboy-loving vices lead them to the classic finale. Blue, purple, and green, as you see there, and I love all of the glitter. And then, of course, the mask.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie,
You probably
Darwin.
should. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but that is the ending right there. I'm just going to say that. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But you just watch it.
Okay.
All right, I think you'll be impressed. Oh, here we got another band. Love it. This is Blunt High School. Let's listen. They are ready to knock your socks off. Here's Blunt.
Yeah, they do.
Whoa, what a percussion section. Well, those bass drummers, I mean, they're not just hitting the side of the drum, they're getting into it.
I would hate for one of them to be throwing beads at me. One of my actually very close friends, Lev Holly, is the football coach at Blunt. And then we were talking about athletic talent. Kadarius Toney, who was the quarterback, now he's seeing a lot of playing time at Florida just as a sophomore, starting.
Tara is a Renaissance woman. She knows something about everything. The sad part is she'll let you know it.
I'm trying to keep up with you, Darwin.
Oh, no, I know nothing about anything. I'm just good at running my mouth.
Well, we enjoy it.
But I do know this. This is a beautiful float. Best friends, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell coming up here. What an amazing float. These floats tonight, Polka Dots, you just brought it home tonight. She is loving it.
Peter never wants to grow up, and I never want this parade to end.
It's really, really good. But you know, leave them wanting more.
That's true.
You always leave them wanting more. And unfortunately, that's our last float tonight. Hey, but you know what? It's not over till Chico plays the drums. Chico and the band. Hey, Chico. There he is. There he is. Chico playing the drums back there, and he just gave us a wave. That's the hardest working drummer in the business.
Hey, and their bassist is trying to step up with that hat game. He doesn't have any. His doesn't light up though, darling.
You know what? He's doing a good job though. I love it. I love it. What is he playing? They don't make them like that anymore. Yeah, I've thought I recognized that song. Oh, we got to go to the break. Oh, the parade's over. Hey, but we're not done.
We're not done.
We're not done. No, we've got some. We got some ice cream.
Yes.
And we got some music.
We sure do.
So don't go away. The Polka Dots finishing up here, but we got a little more fun to go. Stay with us. It's not over till it's over, and it ain't over downtown as we celebrate the kickoff of our parade coverage on UTV 44 for 2019.
It's not over till it's over. We have an encore from Johnny Hayes, and also Johnny Hayes Loves Seats. You guys are touring. Tell us where we can see you. We love seeing you at Cedar Point, Floribama.
Yep. Let's see. For St. Patrick's Day weekend, we'll be at Brickyard, Floribama, Dobbin Street Blues, and Bluegill.
I had that problem too.
No excuses. No excuses.
No excuses, and no excuses to not hear some of your new music. Have a new EP coming out. It's not out yet, but we're excited about it.
Yep, very excited. Gonna play you a couple from that. Just real pumped to get new music out there to everybody. So.
All right, let's hear some of it.
I did not hear a word you said, but I want to hear this.
every day is like a deja vu. Then white lines, oh yeah, and motel rooms. Oh man, I got to get on back home soon. And this way of death is gonna kill me dead. After all, I'm just living out this dream inside this highway living. Sure feels like dying. So I'll ride my cowboy song and keep on riding towards the west. Gamblers grinning, that dealer's lying. So I keep on holding on, keep my cards close to my chest. Breakfast is free. Oh, with a guitar on my knee. Maybe I'll find my way back to Tennessee. Oh, these days will wear you down in this old desert town. Yes, I'll probably save the legal fee. And this way of death is gonna kill me dead after all. I'm just living at this dream inside my head, this highway living.
All right, now we're making our way over. Just when you thought you couldn't have enough moon pies, we now have some coconut moon pie ice cream that Cammie is dipping up. And if you're just now joining us, if you didn't see the beginning of our coverage, Cammie, you're celebrating a monumental year for Cammie's Old Dutch.
50 years.
Talk about the success to Cammie's Old Dutch and why people have to keep coming back like myself and Darwin.
Because we keep it simple. It's homemade ice cream. It's awesome ice cream at a reasonable price. And it's a tradition. You have to come to Old Dutch if you're in Mobile.
And then let's talk about some of the different ice cream flavors that Darwin and myself have. He's going Big Mouth.
Okay, that's your king cake with an entire king cake in it. This is your coconut moon pie. And at the shop, I have chocolate moon pie, salted caramel, and banana. And Fat Tuesday, it is over. It takes me a whole year to get over dealing with these moon pies.
And here's the best part. If you come to any of our broadcasts, whether you're watching or you're right underneath the Hargrove Controls and Automation's balcony, you can collect trash can fulls of these moon pies, bring them in, get whatever flavor ice cream you want, and then put your moon pie in there. Now, you
zap it in the microwave, make them hot.
Zap it in the hot and cold. I love it. Kind of like sweet and salty. I love that type of thing.
How about the sprinkles?
Talk about the customer base that you have, because we love, you guys have been locally owned and operated, family run. So we love we're all about Mobile being the birthplace of Mardi Gras, keeping everything local, and you guys are exactly that.
Oh, most definitely. I have people that have been coming there since 1969. They're bringing their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, and I've gotten old enough. I've had it for 21 years, and now I am employing some of my first employees' children.
Do you ever get tired of eating ice cream?
Well, I have to get tired of eating ice cream, or I'd be a little bit larger than I am. So, yeah.
I would fall into the abyss, I'm afraid.
Same.
Well, you've been having a lot of construction out there, but you guys stayed open, and it's getting better.
It is. It's going to be for a while, but my customers are getting to me.
Oh, they will.
And all the construction workers know that.
Yeah.
I bet they nibble on it, too.
They do.
Lastly, Cammie, real briefly, what would you say is your favorite part about Mardi Gras here on UTV 44?
Doing this, because this is my 5th year, and I have a blast. I get to see it from a balcony. I get food, ice cream, music. It's great.
What more do you want?
It sure is. And now, of course, we want people to tune in tomorrow. We have the Order of Inca that's going to be rolling through. We love Cammie's. We love having Johnny Hayes. We're going to have more guests. You're going to be talking to some more people. I'm going to be talking to some more people.
We'll be talking about a whole bunch of
more
people.
Food. Yeah. So we're
do I have any
excited
ice
to
cream
keep
on my
everything-
mustache?
No, you don't have
good.
anything
Okay,
on your
I'll worry
mustache.
about that. Okay, all right.
And then real briefly, once again, the only reason we're able to bring this broadcast to you guys is because of our sponsors, because of Cammie, because of Johnny, because of Hargrove Controls and Automation.
How about now?
Your friend, yes, you have a little bit at the Eastern Shore Boot Store.
And Navigator Credit Union.
Yeah,
Those
Mobile
are-
and Baldwin County. Guys, thank you so much
I'm gonna
for
crawl in
tuning
this
in,
call.
and we'll see you guys again tomorrow at
Is it
6:30.
over?
It's over, Darwin.
Oh, but we'll be back.
Divorce from Texas.